Okay, let's talk about relative links and relative paths, which is really the same sort of thing. It applies to links, it applies to images. As we move into images 2 exercise, it's important that you keep those things straight. Is it a link? Is it an image? And then in the most complicated situation, is it an image that I'm turning into a link? Okay, but the idea of a path stays the same. That concept is the same no matter what. So let's look at some. Okay, this is how I'm going to present in quizzes and in your textbook, how it's sort of presented as far as how we work out paths when we make a relative link. We give you a folder and call it something like root or something else. It's sort of like the top level. This is the stuff in that folder, right? These two subfolders are in the folder, and then there's an HTML document and an image, right? And then this HTML document is inside a subfolder, and this image is inside a subfolder. So when we are talking about the top level, as high as you can go in this system, this very small little directory structure, it's this level right here. This level is the root level, where this folder is, and those two files. You can't go any higher, okay? So the simplest situation is create a link on, actually it's not the simplest one, but it's relatively simple. Create a link on this page, index.html, to open up the gallery page. So we're imagining index.html is a thing you have open in Notepad++ or brackets or whatever, right? That's the one. And we're imagining, okay, I'm making a link that's an ahref, right? And it's going to open up the page called gallery. And what's the text that you're going to be clicking on? Well, yeah, that's important. I haven't given that to you here. We'll just say it's like gallery or something like that, right? But the key point is you have to go into a subfolder, right? Can you imagine how to do that? This is what you should be able to be beginning to do. You can't, to do this, you can't go and like select some text in an address bar or something like that and then paste it in somewhere. No, what goes in that ahref is something you got to figure out. If you're typing on this page, it's the folder name / what's in the folder, okay? In fact, you would, sorry about it, I'm getting my stuff in the way there. It would be for more, the text that your lead in text is one question. What the lead in text would be, but as is displayed down here, which I can't put my cursor near or it'll be covered up, is for more visit and then you put the ahref pages / gallery.html. So this is a link that will be written on the index.html and will open up the file pages gallery.html, which is inside the pages subfolder. So that's why we say pages / gallery.html. Then we have the link, the word that we're going to link, and then we close the A. Okay, so you get the idea? Let's do another. Create a link on gallery.html now, down here, which opens up index. It's just kind of like the opposite. Good. Okay, so we're imagining now we have gallery.html open on our Notepad++. So gallery.html is in a subfolder. It can't see index.html. It can't see it. It's down below it, right? So it has to get up out of there. The way we get up out is .. / is the way we go up, okay? So can you imagine? Can you figure it out? Yep. You would say some text, whatever, back to home, if that's the home page, for instance, and it probably could be. That stuff, what goes in there, isn't the key point here. The key point is what's inside the ahref, what's inside those quotation marks, .. / index.html. Notice we don't say put the word root in there. No, that is the top level already. When that gallery page goes .. / now it is looking at those two files there in the folders. It can see them all. And then you say the file you're going to is index.html. So .. / goes up out of a folder, and folder name / goes into a folder. Okay, now let's see how it works with images. It's the same idea. Put the image jack.jpg onto the page index. Well, that's really easy. They're sitting side by side, right? So you should know that. It's just img src jack.jpg. I'm typing on index.html. and I put that image there. They're sitting right side by side. There's no complicated path necessary. But how about the image Jack Thumb on the page gallery? This is the most complicated one we've done so far. Can you see it? The page gallery, that's when you're typing on. It can't see Jack-Thumb, right? It can't see it. And when it comes up out of there with the .. it still can't see it. It has to go into a folder. So this is a case where we have to come up and then go down. How does that work? IMG_SRC, that stays the same. Go up, .. into the folder thumbs, / and then Jack-Thumb to find the file. Okay, I hope you can visualize this. You almost physically have to draw yourself a little map. And remember, there's .. and there's folder name slashes. In the slightly more realistic, but still relatively small scale examples, I've given you this map here to try to figure out more things. For instance, create a link on headline. If I were here, do realize in this setup that now instead of root it says home, but it's the same idea. This stuff is all on one level. This folder, these two documents, and these folders. This stuff, including these, which are a little bit higher than they should be, these two files, and this folder called football is all on one level, and then this file here is down on the lowest level by itself. So do realize these are all on one level in my little mock-up here, which was not made as carefully as possible, but you get the idea, right? Okay, so with a bigger, more complicated map, we can create bigger, more complicated things. And you should be going through these yourself afterwards. And I did put this presentation file there on Moodle for you to go through yourself afterwards and try to go through it and figure it out yourself, right? I did it as a PDF there, so you can go page by page. So create a link on headlines, there it is over there, that opens to something called story, way down there. Can you see how this would go? We're gonna have to go up and go down into sports, then go down into football, then we'll be at story. So this is even more complicated. We go .. sports / football / story. Let's take a look. And there it is. .. sports / football / story. And then the words would be whatever the word big game is, the word that's underlined. That's a link. Okay, good. Now put the image game.jpg. Where is that? There it is, down over here. It's in the images folder. Onto the page story. So we're on the page story, way down here. Okay, and then make that image into a link that opens features. Okay, this is by far the most complicated one. We have to first think about getting that image and bringing it back here. Get that image and bring it back here. How do we get that image? We have to tell story.html, which we're typing on, where that image is. It's up, and it's down into there. .. /images / game.jpg. That's supposed to be a dot right there. So we got the image. Now we have to turn the image into a link. So we click on it, it opens this file here. So when we click on it, it's going to be .. /news / features.html. Remember, the image is over here now. It still has to go up, and then down to news to find features. So we go and get the image, bring it back here. Image is sitting there now. Turn it into a link, and then it has to have its own path up into a different folder now, and then find that. And that's why we put the ahref around the image. When we turn an image into a link, remember that's the idea. The image acts as if it's the words that are in between the open and close A. Okay, so you can now plan and plot out even more things for yourself and test yourself with these documents. Good luck.